Episode 142. All right, I'm kind of tired. I'm out of it, dude.
Mm.
Fuck. I'm
What
tired,
did?
man.
What
Hello,
was you doing
Marcus.
last night?
Sefa M. Lance Folitomo. Nothing really. Nothing. Nothing.
What?
Just writing. Yeah. And then
What
I
time did you
fell
go to
asleep on
sleep?
my chair. I fell asleep on my
Oh,
chair. It was like 11:30 ish, and then woke back up at 12. And then I stayed up another hour. Was just doom scrolling, and then went to bed at like 1 or 2.
yeah, that doom
Something
scrolling
like
stuff,
that.
man. That's no joke. I'll be having to
Yeah.
make a conscious decision to, hey, it is time to go to bed. Yeah. Yeah. You know what's
Was it
crazy?
142? What? What's
I
crazy?
I I can't go to bed without playing the game. And I
Oh.
don't know what game it is. Block Blast, Clash Royale, the little football simulator. Like I don't know. It feels like I got one sock on if I go to bed without playing at least one of those games. It's like weird. But
That's such. I wake up with one sock on almost every morning, bro.
doesn't it
What
suck?
the fuck am I doing? Yes, it sucks. I'm like, what? And sometimes I can't even find the sock. It ends up being behind the bed and it's trapped there for months.
Bruh, when you have one sock on, it if I don't know, bro, it just throw my whole equilibrium off.
Yeah.
It feels weird. I don't feel aligned or balanced or you know what I'm saying. Lance, you look
Uh,
confused, like you always walk around with one sock. Is that what
He's
you're
not.
telling me right
No,
now?
he's
not
not a sock wearer.
always.
He's not a sock wearer. Oh, okay.
Not
You don't wear
always, but
socks.
sometimes. I don't know.
Sometimes you put one sock on. Who you think you is, Michael Jackson?
I don't. Sometimes it just feels right.
You think you got
Like one leg out of the blanket or something like that.
one leg out the blanket is different than one sock on the foot, though.
One leg out the blanket. That feels way more
Yeah.
comfortable.
That's the established balance. That's not to throw it off. Hey. This is hella.
You're supposed to bring balance to the pause. You're supposed to bring balance, Anakin. What?
Yeah, damn it. When we needed the avatar, he vanished. I had a bad dream last night.
Fuck.
Tell us.
Yeah, what happened?
Are we too old to have bad dreams? Is that childish?
No, bro.
No, right? It's
No.
not, right? Okay,
No.
cool. I'm glad.
Just like Halloween. Halloween is all for adults. You over here having bad dreams as an adult? Weird.
But it wasn't a bad dream. It was an uncomfortable dream, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Oh god.
So like me and the family,
God.
we had like some hotel, and we go in, and you know how dreams are. It's not like a full thing, whatever. So we're in the lobby of the hotel. We're not in the hotel. We're in the lobby of our room because it's like one of those suite rooms where like it's a lobby and then different rooms connected to it. And so we in there, and then we like, oh shoot, let's go somewhere. Let's go somewhere. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's go. So we go, but like three of me, my sister, and my auntie, we didn't make it on the elevator. Like everybody's on the elevator, but we didn't make it. So we're like, oh, we'll just catch the next one. But then the power cuts out. Like everything is dead silent. Even the humming, all the lights is off, whatever. We're like, man, what this? So we go back to the lobby. We go back to the lobby of the hotel or lobby of the room, and we chilling in there. And then like we hear some of the humming, and then we're like, oh shoot, the power's kind of back on. We're like, oh, do you think the elevator's working? But the hallway lights, like no lights are on, but we hear something's running. So we're like, oh yeah, whatever. And so as we waiting, it's pitch black, by the way. Like we in the room, but it's pitch black. Like you can only see little faint structures and whatnot. And then it starts moving, like the whole room starts moving. And we're like, is this an earthquake? And we look out the window, and all of the, you know how like you see houses like on a hill or houses just outside of the window, you see the lights on. I see the lights start shifting, and the building was moving, and I'm like, oh shoot, the building is falling. And I start freaking out. And me and my sister, we're looking at it, and like we feel the building moving. It's pitch black, but we get to a point where we're like crouched down, but we got one foot on the side of the wall that's gonna end up hitting the ground, like to brace ourselves, right? And we're like, and my auntie screamed like, "What's going on? What's going on?" Like, and I'm trying to explain to her like, math, auntie, the place where your back is at is got to be where your feet are gonna be. And she was like, "What are you saying?" And like me and my sister, me and my sister are like tensed up, right? And we like, it's coming, like it's coming. And like after a couple minutes, I'm like, it's not happening. What's going on? Like, why ain't the building fell? My sister looked at me, she goes, "It's a tall building, you dummy." And I was like, "Oh, she's right. It's still happening." So I'm like, my whole body's tensed up. I'm clutched. Like I got one leg on the ground, one leg on the wall. And I'm like this, just waiting for it to happen, thinking I'm finna die. And then a couple minutes pass and nothing happens again. So I'm like, man, so we still moving around. I open the window and all you hear is, "Welcome to the building roller coaster." I think the hotel was a roller coaster and it was spinning around.
How did y'all not know that? Y'all walked into this.
I don't know. I woke up.
This looks like a great place to rest our head right here.
Let's
get
laughing.
A room right here.
I woke up laughing, but my stomach was hurt because I was like tensed up in my dream. I was I was trying to turn Super Saiyan. So
let's try to dissect Sefa's dream. What does all of this
I'm gonna say? What's your history and relationship with roller coasters and theme parks?
Yeah.
I used
was
to
there
love
a specific incident that happened at a hotel?
I used to love roller coasters. I don't like them no more. I feel like the older you get, the more you know. The more you know, the more scared you get. Like, no.
Well, yeah, definitely. We had no fear back then. We did not care, and we didn't know. And now that we know, we're like, okay, well,
yeah. It's like before you're like, I don't care if I die, and now you're like, well, actually, I have a lot of money invested in Pokemon. I don't think I can go right now. The market hasn't. Yeah, I haven't capitalized on the market yet. So, wait, do y'all like roller coasters or no?
In the moment, I don't. It's the anticipation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's climbing up. So I'm sitting there just, very tense. But then once it goes, I'm good.
Okay.
Exactly.
Start screaming like that.
I'll be trying to be cool, even though the roller up there. Hey,
I know you're so cool. Whoa, hey, yo, this shit wig. This shit wig.
I always got to make eye contact with the person next to me, just to let them know that I'm cool. I'm like, hey, look at me.
I'm gonna stare right into your eyes.
I'm composed.
Yeah.
Lance, do you like roller coasters?
I'm the same as Marcus. It's a little anxious going up, but standing in line, I'm pumped up for it. It's going to be exciting. I just try to think that like 99.9% of roller coaster rides do not end in it being stuck upside down or flying off the tracks.
Yeah.
But there's that 0.1% that makes your stomach twist. It could be me. It could be me.
I ain't gonna lie. With the way our bodies is built, it would be one of us.
A safety mechanism tripped.
I forgot to take my pill.
Oh no!
No! My metformin.
Have you ever seen those videos, like the prank videos, where the guy gets on the roller coaster, and as the roller coaster is going, like as it's doing what y'all talking about, like it's ticking up, he pulls out this big old like lug nut, like this big old long feet like drill or whatever you call it, lug nut, whatever, and he goes, hey, this just fell out of the side of your
I just seen that last night. Yeah.
That book is so funny. I want to try that, but I feel like if you do that to the wrong person, they finna get up and take off on you.
Those are some of the best like roller coaster compilation videos. Is the guy like sending the drop ride down, and before he sends it down, he's like, hey, can you check your thing? It says that it's loose, and then he just drops him down. I'm gonna die.
That
exciting.
Shout out to the roller coasters, man. I don't really care for y'all these days, but back in the day, y'all was holding us down, man. So appreciate y'all. What episode we at? 141?
142, I think.
142. Episode 140 something, man. Welcome to the Polytickin Podcast. Y'all know what it is. If y'all want to support us directly, if y'all want some more of us, if the weekly episode is not enough for y'all, come on. And also, I know it's probably a lot of new viewers and new listeners because that White Sunday clip kind of took off. That thing's over like 13,000
Boy did it.
views.
Boy did it.
Shout out to everybody who understood what we was talking about.
Did some people not?
And also, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was somebody
one single 30-year-old like Sunday who finally found love.
Yeah, somebody in the comments. Everybody understood what we was saying. You know, I wasn't okay. It wasn't we. It was I wasn't talking about.
Hey.
We're a unit. We are a unit. I wasn't talking mess about the 30-year-old women in White Sunday. I was talking mess to the parents who force the 30-year-old women into White Sunday.
You don't have to explain a damn thing to us.
No, obviously I do. Obviously I do to some people. It was one person out of everybody. It was there's hella comments laughing, joking, joining in on the joke. But it was one person that said something like, you know, you guys are making fun of that 31-year-old. But that 31-year-old is making changes in those kids' lives.
Oh yeah. They're making a difference.
They're making a difference. And I wanted to respond, but I didn't know how to respond in not a sassy way.
Oh yeah.
What were your first? What did you first want to say right off the top?
The first thing I wanted to say was, "Well, I see who was forced to be in White Sunday until they was 30 years old." That was my first instinct. But I was like, "No, see, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Well, I refuse to do that." So I wasn't gonna do that. But then every other response in my head, I was like, this could be taken real badly. Like, hey, we weren't talking about you, we were talking about the parents, but then that's insinuating that she's one of the 31-year-olds. And I was just like, I can see somebody mistaking that. And so I just left it alone. But shout out to everybody else who understood what I was talking about, man. Let's talk about y'all. Let's talk about the parents. Parents need to ease up, man. Get some slack on the leash. You know what I'm saying? Like, let these women be women.
Let them go.
Wait, are 30-year-old men not supposed? Are 30-year-old men not participating in White Sunday if they're not married? It's just women.
Lance, have you ever been to church?
I'm trying to think.
Lance, have you ever been to church and seen a 30-year-old man in White Sunday? Have you ever?
Aren't they the teachers, or are they like? That's what I'm saying. Why are you making just the women do it? And wait, why do you think the parents are making them do that?
Because Sabon is a misogynistic place.
It's like a. Right. That's what we were talking about, the misogyny of our home country.
I thought it was implied, but no, men definitely escape scrutiny that women do not in our culture, for sure. Yeah, true. I didn't think I had to point that out, but man, I don't think I've ever. I think there was one. There was one, but to be fair, he was.
I knew you.
So yeah. That's the only. I swear to. I'm thinking. I'm literally thinking back to my church. I'm thinking back to my personal church career. Right, all them hours I spent at church. And that's the only person that I remember. And I'll text my cousin to ask too, but that's the only person that I remember that was a part of like White Sunday stuff that wasn't a woman that was over the age of 25. That was the only guy that I remember. You had dudes who were in the band that would play the music, but I don't think that counts. I don't think, they just part of the band.
Yeah.
How about y'all?
Doing like a whole performance on White Sunday.
How about y'all though? Have y'all seen women over 20 in the kids' church, right? In the kids' ministry?
Yeah, but they're not directly in the program. Obviously, they're like helping and stuff, but they're considered advisors. After a certain age, they're considered advisors, so they don't have to participate in the thing. They don't have to make people. They're not having their moms tell them to do shit though. At 30 years old, they're not having their moms tell them to go do a Mercado Loco. But yeah.
I've seen the advisors. They're the people who aren't on the stage, but they're in the crowd. They sit in the front row and they do the actions for the kids. They do the actions for the kids, so the kids look at them and they know what to do. But they're also telling smile,
yes,
smile. Yeah. They're But there were people who were obviously not kids that was on that stage too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It was some 22, 23-year-olds that was on that stage over there. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to them, man. Shout out to the church. I had to talk to my auntie real quick because my girl didn't believe how much time we spent in church as a kid. What was y'all church routine? Because I want to give y'all my church routine, but I don't want to. I feel like mine was a little more rigorous than y'all's, but I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Mine was a little more rigorous.
I'm just saying. I don't know if y'all was really in them Christian streets like that.
It started with breakfast, and then when it was Sunday school. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Sundays? Okay.
And,
where'd you have breakfast?
I'm talking
like
about
your weekly,
the whole week, not like
the whole week.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't like that. We didn't have anything really in between the week, especially because we just started that church in San Antonio, so there wasn't much church.
This guy trying to get the foundational points of the church. You see that he had to mention, we had just started the congregation. He built it. He built it from the ground up. They not like us. Damn. He think he's tight.
No, we really didn't have anything established throughout the week as far as like churchly stuff.
Okay.
But nothing crazy. We had more rigorous stuff in Sacramento.
Yeah, what was your routine in Sacramento?
It was they had the usual youth practice and stuff, and they even had youth sports, but fuck, I didn't participate in a lot of that shit until Sunday.
Oh,
I didn't do any of that because I was in Fairfield.
Oh, that's right.
Kind of far from Sac.
I was commuting. You was commuting.
Yeah, I was commuting, so nothing crazy. But yeah.
He get a pass.
What the hell were y'all doing?
He get a pass. How about you, Lance? What was your
freaking Bible study on Wednesdays?
Bible studies. Yeah.
We had the Sunday school for the kids. And I think there was also like a parent pre-church meeting. I grew up going to the Torrance Church of Christ that also had like a big like Samoan congregation, probably like 30, 40. It was mostly our family members and stuff like that, but we also had a Samoan translator. So Sunday school, Sunday service, sometimes Sunday evening service. Wednesday was supposed to be like Bible study, but there was also a basketball court next to the church. So sometimes Wednesdays we just played basketball. And then I think there was another like kids activities sometimes or little neighborhood community stuff that we do on the weekends. But it was like two days a week of church at least.
Yeah.
He said, and Seth's like, that's lightweight.
That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? I kind of had a feeling, but that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Hey, you see how Lance banged?
I'll fight Bessie.
Oh, hey, there you go.
That's what took up the majority of the time. I take it back. We had hella outfight Bessie.
Wait. Lance banged his church. Lance, what was your church again?
Torrance Church of Christ.
Okay, you got
Torrance Church of
Marcus,
Christ.
Where you at, Marcus? What was your church?
I think it was called the First Samoan Church of San Antonio.
He always trying to be the first.
That's all I'm saying.
That's Pioneer Marcus.
Pioneer Marcus. I'm saying, bro. I'm Laura
brought
Ingalls,
the church
bro.
to the city.
Guy, we got to think he's a pilgrim. Starting.
Yeah.
Oh, Plymouth Rock.
Oh, Plymouth Rock ass. Yeah, bro.
All right, man. So I talked to my auntie because I knew we went to church a lot as a kid when I was super young. I didn't remember the exact routine. My auntie, shout out to my auntie June, she broke it down. So in Nazarene, Church of Nazarene back in Sacramento, we had Sundays. We had so on Sundays we had Sunday school in the morning. I think it was from 10 to 11. So 10 to 11, you split up into your groups, like your youth group, your youth age group. So the young people go downstairs, the youth group, the older ones go upstairs, whatever. And it was 10 to 11. And then church morning service was from 11 to like 3 or 11 to 2, 11 to 3, something like that.
God.
And then you go home for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And then night service was 5 to 8.
Oh my God.
That's every Sunday.
Did they serve dinner?
Sometimes you had coffee. Sometimes you had kongai, which is big and longer, but mostly it was kind of like, the bread, the buttered bread and coffee.
Oh, it's like the body of Christ is all the snacks you have.
No, the
bread of Christ is all you need, motherfucker.
Yeah. What you trying to say?
Eight hours of worship here. All you need is the bread of Christ.
Let's try to get some more. Oh, you want some Lance wants some worldly bread, huh? That's what you want. You want some
I want some white flour. I want some flour bread.
You want some secular bread? That's what he wants. So that was our Sundays.
Golly,
Wednesday,
that's a lot. That's a lot of shit.
Wednesday we also had Bible study. So Wednesday nights is Bible study. Friday nights, now that was the fun stuff. Friday was the youth nights. So youth nights we either go somewhere and study the Bible, or like we go out and do stuff. We usually go out and do stuff. Remember that was like, I ain't gonna lie, Fridays was the days I was eager to go to church. Everything else was kind of like, I gotta go here so I can go Friday. So I'm finna. And then so Friday was youth nights, and then Saturday mornings was prayer meeting. Prayer meeting was from 6 a.m. to 8 o'clock. And so
you got literally me hot.
What cartoons?
Yeah. I'll be honest. I stopped going to a lot of it when I was super young. So like my cousin Maya and his whole family, they was thugging it out every day. But I stopped going as much. But I remember as a super young kid always being at these. I was just always at church. Like that was our second home, straight up. And so. And you know what's the craziest part though? Me and my sister, or our family, we didn't realize until we grew up. Our church wasn't an actual church.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, what you mean?
Like
they didn't have the credentials.
No. So if you go to our church, right? Even now, like the building, there's a church that's like an actual church. It got pews, it got, the podium in the front. It got like super nice drapes. It's an actual church. Yeah. We didn't hold our services there. We held our services in the hall down the way.
Yeah. Okay.
It was just a hall. It wasn't a church. So every day or every whenever we used the hall, we had to set up all the chairs. They had like one little makeshift stage that was just like this high off the ground. Like it wasn't an actual stage, but it was a stage. So we actually did our church in a hall as opposed to the real church up the way that had an actual setup for everything. So like we was really thugging it there. It was and we was there a lot. So nice. It was funny growing up and seeing like, damn, we couldn't even qualify for an actual church. Like we had to just thug it out on our own. Like it was a little disheartening. I ain't gonna lie. The Catholics got the
What's
top
the lesson
church.
Here? Yeah, the Catholics got the top.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Catholic.
True.
I'm pretty sure it was the Spanish speakers. I think it was Catholic.
Yeah. I mean, the way y'all run in your church, how are y'all not Catholic? I mean, goddamn, it's everything going on throughout the week. Y'all just adopted the same shit. Like, what the hell? Prayer service on a Wednesday? What the fuck?
Hey, you know what though? Shout out to the churches who do that though, because, well, actually, Damn, I can't really say.
What?
I feel I was gonna say I feel like it keeps kids out of trouble, but it was hella troublemakers in my church. So
Come on, bro.
maybe
Come on, bro.
there's a balance.
on.
There should be a balance. We should definitely have a place for kids to go outside of hanging out at the mall, whatever. We should also let our kids be free sometimes.
That's what Fridays are for.
Yeah, that's what
Fridays
yeah,
for.
yeah. Shout out to the youth nights. Yeah, so yeah. Shout out to White Sunday, man. Hope y'all had a good White Sunday.
What was the last year you guys performed for White Sunday?
Oh, you missed the episode. We didn't ask.
Like
I was
2017, 2017, 2018.
Mine was probably in the 90s. Maybe the 2000s, but I don't think the 2000s was 8 years old. Maybe
8.
Maybe 2000, 2001, 2002,
Yeah.
somewhere. 10 years old. I feel like after 10 though, I kind of checked out.
Yeah, I feel like high school.
Lucky you, motherfucker.
I missed
Shit,
church one
lucky
time.
y'all.
I missed church one time, like when I was a little older as a kid, and I didn't get beat up or I didn't get yelled at, and I was like, oh, I could just do this.
Yeah.
This is my life now.
I just start staying up late on Saturdays. Oh yeah, I'm good. I see my cousins every now and then. They be like, man, where you been? You ain't been to church. I said, oh man, I've been busy. I've been watching late night cartoons. Don't swim. Like Robot Chicken all night. Space goes coast to coast. I was a heathen. I ain't gonna lie, I was a heathen. Whatever.
I was heathen. I
Was.
was a heathen.
Man, shut the hell up, Lance. He said was. So, anyways, man. Yeah, man. Come on down to the Patreon. Patreon.com/Polytickin Podcast. Go check out the Polytickin Podcast.
I
Polytickin
forgot we were
Boys.
there.
On the intro.
Yeah. Polytickin Boys. Yeah, go on to the Polytickin Podcast. Y'all know what it is, man. Follow us everywhere. Patreon, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all that. Without further ado, my brothers, how you been?
My nuts are itchy, bro. Sorry. But
What happened?
I ain't got no catch up. Yeah, I don't know. I had a dream. Then my room turned into a fucking roller coaster.
I had a dream. My balls wasn't itchy.
My balls wasn't itchy. And I wake up and they itching. But I ain't got I ain't got nothing, man. I ain't did shit except work and sleep and shit. I did have a Korean barbecue yesterday. That's really all I did.
How long did it take you to barbecue?
Fuck you, dude. I didn't do a damn thing. My cousin was doing all the grilling. But I did. Hey, Lance, what's your catch up, bro? I'm been quiet for the next hour. That's all I was getting was Asian jokes yesterday too.
What was they
My
saying?
whole family.
What was they
It's
saying?
my family.
was
It's
this?
my family. My family does this to me. My family.
Family.
They're saying, yeah, this is your family's restaurant or some shit like that. You know?
Oh my god.
We're going to Marcus's restaurant.
So they also agree. So they feel how I
No,
feel.
they don't agree. They don't agree.
Well, if they're saying it, then they kind of, there's
Guys.
Listen to the show.
Let's head over to Marcus
it's because of
Strong
the
Table's
show?
Korean barbecue.
Wait, it's because of the show.
Yes, because
Oh,
the show,
no.
fucker. It's a
Sad.
long running joke now. It's a long running joke now.
Hey, for Marcus's family, just know this joke has been running since 2012, 2011. This is not.
Yeah.
It's a very long running joke. You know what's
Yeah.
crazy too? When I was listening back to the episode where you dropped the bombshell, Marcus, before we started recording video, I listened to that episode. That's the first thing I said.
Yeah.
I said, wait, so you can be Asian. You might
Yeah.
be. That was the first thing I said to that dude.
So
and I
you
was
are
like,
Asian.
what a jerk. What a jerk.
That shit was
Anyways,
funny.
shout out to Korean barbecue. Lance, how about you, man? What you been up to? What you been doing?
I have people that won't go to Korean barbecue because they refuse to cook the food. I was like, I gotta pay for it and I gotta labor and cook it too. But This
Actually,
Do they ever shop at
all
IKEA?
you can eat Korean barbecue is amazing.
Do they ever shop at IKEA? I gotta buy it, then I gotta build it,
and I gotta put it together too. What's going on with your guys' fantasy football seasons? Are you guys winning money this year, or how's it looking? It's the second half. We're going into the second half of the fantasy football season, and I need to know who you guys are picking up to win your leagues.
I got one league where my cousins, they was being very generous, and so first place gets a lump sum, second place gets half of that, and then third through sixth get $10. I think I could get sixth place. I think I can get a little $10.
Third through 10th?
Or no, sorry, third through sixth or something like that.
How many teams are there?
12, I think.
Oh, okay.
So I think I can get a little $10. In the other leagues, I think I'm saying bye to my $20. I'm not
it's
winning.
Not looking good.
Hell no. No.
Yeah. Our league with the three of us, and then Lucy, Forrest, and Mike. Yeah. Nah, I'm doing shitty over there. I'm supposed to pick up. It's so easy to make like a squad with our team because there's not that many people in the league.
Yeah.
Fuck. Everybody is underperforming. It's pissing me off. I think I might have to do a fucking episode with my shirt off. but then the 12 league with the 12 man with us in the other league, I'm doing okay there.
Nice. Yeah.
One of the Usos just sent me a trade. I forgot. I think he wanted Rashad White for I forget who he's trying to give me, but he needed a running back. I'm not giving up Rashad White, buddy.
No,
deny it. I forgot to deny it. No, he's killing it right now.
Well, I mean, Bucky Irving should be back soon, hopefully, for me.
Is he? Yeah, if they split it, yeah, hopefully you got Bucky Irving.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I'm doing like some of this fantasy football analysis, I have recently really been trying to parse away and separate what I really think is going to happen and what I want to happen because I am invested in some of those players. So I was like, God. I think Woody Marks is going to be good, even though he hasn't done anything for the last couple of weeks and they were on bye because he had that 20-point game, but also because I added him in 3-4 leagues. And now I'm just wishing that things are going to go good. But yeah, Puka Nacua hella injuries. Puka Nacua out this week. They have a bye next week. I think they're in London tomorrow. They're on a bye week 8, and then he might be back week 9. But there have been so many injuries. So I was talking to the guys in the group chat for Polynesian, and this week we're going to try to go into the list of players that maybe have been underperforming that you can trade for that will do good over the second half of the season to hopefully lead you to some playoffs. Damn, I'm 2-4 in the 12-man league. Oh my God. Yeah, so a bunch of things need to change. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. But we're going to try to highlight some of those guys that we think are going to be good additions for the second half of the season so we can get some of this money. It's $700. It's $700 first place. This make some Christmases in that league.
Break some Christmases too.
Yeah. And hopefully if we get the buy-ins early enough, it won't be like, oh, you're taking money away from my kids. Oh, you should have paid in September then. Yeah, but for this is gonna be coming out Monday. So real quick for your guys' Monday night football picks, Buccaneers at Lions off top. Who you think's gonna win? There's 2 games on Monday. I don't know why this is happening a lot.
Is Egbuka back?
Lions.
He might not be.
No, I think he's taking another week. Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, you talked to him.
That's what it said on the app, man. That's all it said on the app. He said he was gonna go for one more. Yeah, hello. Okay. Are you gonna play this week?
He's gonna take another week. Egbuka. Emika. Emike. Is it Emike? Emike. Egbuka. Egbuka.
Hey, shit, Egbuka.
Say Egbuka.
Yeah, Buka. Yeah, I think he said he's gonna take one more week.
I'm going Lions.
Lions 5.5-point favorite. The Buccaneers are 5-1. The Lions are 4-2. So that's going to be a big one. That's also the record for the Colts, who are 5-1, versus the Chargers, who are 4-2.
Danny Dimes.
And then also on Monday night, a 7:00 game. Texans at Seahawks. Texans are 2-3. Seahawks are 4-2. Seattle's favored by 3.5.
Oh, I'm taking Seahawks with that one. Yeah.
Bro, Texans have been.
Chore.
But the Texas offense last week was nice.
Yeah, who they play last week?
It doesn't matter. They're an NFL team that played another.
Doesn't matter.
They played the Ravens.
As long as
they played the Ravens.
Well, they were on a bye. They were on a bye, and then last week and the week before they beat the Ravens 44-10. Holy shit!
Yeah,
the Ravens defense is garbage this year.
Is it? Don't they still got Roquan?
I think he's been hurt for a while. I think Kyle Hamilton missed some time. Nandi Matabuke, their defensive tackle, I think is out for the season.
Okay, now
they gave up 41 points in the first week. I think they gave up 17 to the Browns, but then 35
versus the Seahawks. Versus the Seahawks
versus the
I'm gonna go Texans actually. I'm gonna go Texans. I feel like as soon as they start getting their offense in order, the defense will be a lot better. Like the offense they ain't been giving that defense no kind of breaks.
Yeah.
I know their rushing is not the greatest. Because who they got, Chubb and Marks.
Woody Marks. Yeah.
So but I think if they do get it together, I think they could beat I think the Seahawks offensively are great. I don't know about defensively. I haven't watched their defensive. Yeah, because I got JSN in one of my leagues, so.
JSN has been a beast. He's like 20 points a game.
Yeah, JSN has been nice.
The Seahawks defense, I was looking this up. We talked about this on the last Polytickin Podcast episode. Their defense has given up 17, again 17, 13, 20, 38 versus the Bucks, and then 12 in a win over the Jags. So allowing 17 or less points is pretty good. Pretty good defense.
Trash though.
Whoa,
they're 4-2 right now, right?
The Jags?
Yeah, they beat the Chiefs.
5-1. Yeah, they beat the
Chiefs. Let me take it back. Travis Hunter's been trash for me.
For real. He has rode the bench 6 weeks. Fuck that dude. But you know what? So is Nico Collins has been underperforming too. I don't know what the fuck is up with him, but he's been scoring. He scored like a touchdown for the last 3 games. So
yeah,
pick it up, Nico and CJ.
Yeah, Nico's gonna go off this week. It's gonna be a shootout, I would assume, and because I think Seattle's gonna score a lot. I just think the Texans score more. That's my prediction.
You start. Quick advice: y'all start Nico over Debo?
Ooh, that's a good question.
The thing about it, right? Nico obviously is a better wide receiver, I would say.
Sure.
But the thing about Debo is like he's such a talent that they're gonna draw up plays specifically for him. So as long as he's in, bro, he's gonna get them screens. He's gonna get, he's just gonna get those kind of plays where like they probably have a whole portion of their playbook strictly for Debo, and in plays that whether it be like reverses or jet sweeps, whatever. I would put Debo as long as Jaden Daniels is playing, because if he's playing, then everybody's a threat. But if it wasn't him, then it's a little easier. They don't have to leave a linebacker to spy on him and stuff like that. But no, Jaden Daniels is healthy. I would start Debo over Nico Collins. That might be the wrong move, but judging off how the Texans have performed this year so far,
that's what man.
Yeah,
Nico's doing okay for himself as far as production, but like it's just the team overall, he's not getting the touches that I thought he would be getting.
Well, who is
there's no other wide receivers really.
It's just him, huh?
It should be just him. Yeah.
Who are they playing though? Who are the Commanders playing?
CJ Stroud has regressed badly.
Yeah.
Washington is at Dallas
Cowboys.
This week. The Cowboys defense has been giving up a bunch. Yeah. So you should play Debo. I think you play Debo over Nico Collins, even though Nico Collins is supposed to be the better, prototype receiver and catcher and runner. Debo. Oh, Terry McLaurin ruled out for week 7. So there's their number 1 wide receiver for the Commanders. Debo's going to be taking some of those opportunities. And then, like Steph said, the crazy stuff that Debo does, especially out of the backfield, is such a help to his fantasy production, because regular receivers don't get that, right? Your Nico Collins doesn't get 4 or 5 carries. sweeps, reverses for like 20, 30 free yards, maybe break a big one on a run like that because defense is not expecting speed, wide receiver speed out of the backfield. So I'd lean Debo this week. So probably means Nico Collins about to go off.
I know, right? That's exactly how that works. Such bullshit, bro. Like, I made a really good, smart football decision right here, and then he goes off for 30. I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck, football guys? What the hell is this?
You can't start both of them. Who else is who's your other wide receiver?
You got better guys in there.
Yeah, I do, but they're all injured. Egbuka. No,
but I'm saying like
you
saying you would start Debo or Nico. But like, who is your other wide receiver? There has to be another wide receiver.
I think I have Lad in there, Laddie Boy, or is this the same one?
If it is Lad, though, I keep Lad in there. How's he been doing though?
Yeah,
I stopped watching the games after I traded him and Herbert. Yeah,
I was so bummed about that trade.
Why? You are?
I gave up like a lot of good guys in an emotional decision to get my favorite player, my favorite team's players. And I was like, oh man, I just traded James Cook, Rome Odunze, Khalil Shakir for Justin Herbert, who's in a run offense, and Omari Hampton, who's out for 6 weeks.
No, it wasn't.
Quinshawn Judkins, who's what? Oh, it was Lad?
It was Lad, Herbert, and Quinshawn. Quinshawn is
nice, Quinshawn Judkins. Yeah.
He's the powerhouse. So I kind of regret that. I kind of want him back, but
you got James Cook though, so he should be scoring touchdowns. I know they didn't do super great this week.
Yeah.
Which I was like, I won the trade. No, over the rest of the season, those guys are gonna freaking go off. But Lad McConkey, 9 targets, 7 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown last week in a win versus Miami in Miami. Quentin Johnston was out, the number 1 receiver for the Chargers, who's been scoring most, but I think Lad McConkey is kind of making his way back. Yeah. So especially if Keenan Allen or QJ misses time, Lad McConkey's going to be there.
QJ's back.
Oh, okay.
I made a good trade.
Last thing on this like fantasy football stuff, I just saw a post. It was on Threads, and it was talking about it's messed up that everyone's like trying to win the trade and trying to like F over their trade partner. When in reality, the only question you should be asking yourself in a trade is, does this trade make my team better? Don't worry about like, I gave up a big guy, but is your team better? That should be the only question that you're really asking yourself to evaluate whether you should make a trade or when you're deciding stuff like that. But sometimes I'm like, no, I don't want to be looked at as like, I got taken advantage of in like a trade, because it goes, everyone sees it, an email is sent to the entire league. Look at this dummy. He traded
my family, the group chat, when they say like, if I make a bad trade and they go, bruh, Seth, what the hell? As soon as I get that kind of text, I'm like, wait, hold on, the statistics told me that.
I can explain
the point differential.
I listened to a podcast. They told me I was right.
Yeah. I feel like there's always going to be like buyer's remorse. It's always going to be that. Like,
I want to hold on to my team tight. Like, you need to give me a real good offer for me to be like, I'll consider it. But then
somebody, hey, y'all see what they said? They said Travis Hunter about to be the number 1 receiving option in the offense now.
The Jaguars offense? Didn't somebody say the Jags suck?
I'm just saying. I feel like, because I jumped for Travis Henry in 3 of my leagues that have defensive players. I jumped. I was check this out, man. Wide receiver at corner, defensive position, wide offensive points. I jumped, and it hasn't really been fruitful at all. But
he's a rook.
If he becomes wide receiver 1.
What would you trade him for right now?
Nothing, because he hasn't gone anywhere. So I feel like I've been getting, undervalued this whole time. But as soon
as it pops, you're going to be holding on.
Yeah, I need Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
Bruh, Jamar Chase.
Shout out to Flacco. But let's not. Yeah. All right, sports. Go to Polytickin Podcast. Lance over here trying to turn the flagship show into a sports show. Shut the hell up, Lance. But I will say real quick on sports. My catch up was supposed to be. I went to the high school football game for one of my youth, and it pissed me off so much. It pissed me the hell off.
Early? Is that how off you were?
Is that what?
It pissed me the hell. Did you leave early? Is that what?
No, I didn't leave early. No,
you said you were going to the game at 5, and then you hit me up like, bro, are you good?
No, the game was at 3. The game was at 3. I just knew it wouldn't be done by 5. Yeah.
Okay.
It pissed me off though, bro.
Why?
The team is down 35-7, and the halftime thing is, hey guys, they thought they were gonna put 100 on us at the halftime. They only got 35.
Oh my!
I told my homie that I went with. I said, man, I gotta walk away. He said, what happened? I'm about to go in there and just I'm about to commandeer this team. Bro, the whole offensive line, no protection. The whole defensive line. Bro, the other quarterback on the other team, that guy could have had a picnic back there. He could have do a barbecue. He could have had a whole Korean barbecue back there. He has so much time. The defensive linemen, they down say, and they just stand up and they just there. No pressure. Nothing.
Wow.
And I'm looking at the coaches. Ain't nobody yelling. Ain't nobody getting chewed up.
Yeah, this fucking Canada,
see, look, you would think that, right? But on the other side, the coaches over there was jump, bro. They was going because their team kept getting penalties. And I ain't gonna lie, them kids kept talking mess, and I could hear it. And I wanted to talk back. And I'm not even a part of this team. They kept saying scoreboard, score, like whatever happened, and our side would get like a good little run or a good little pass. The kids like, hey, scoreboard. Check the score. What's the scoreboard? I was like, ugh. I said, I was, what's crazy? I was talking to the youth dad, and I was trying to talk loud enough so the coach could hear. And I was like, hey, you know what? Sometimes when you know you finna lose, you just gotta throw that extra lineman as a tight end, have him come across the middle and smack the linebacker. That's what you gotta do. I said, you just gotta, you're gonna lose. I said, but if you lose and they feel you, then it's different. If you look like, bro, like the kids' heads was hanging, they was like sluggish off the field, and then you hear the coaches, like the coaches do the little pep talk. Hey, we're supposed to be losing by 100. Okay, we're only losing by 28. I'm like, bruh. They had to do the mercy. They did the mercy rule. I think it was like 40-7. They did the mercy rule. They just ran the clock, and I'm looking around. Ain't no coaches yelling. Ain't no coaches mad. They over there, I was pissed, bro. I was pissed. I was like, damn, this
All right,
is...
now we gotta give Sefa his certs. Gotta give Sefa his certs, and then
I literally
become a youth league football coach.
I told the I'm not even a football guy. Like, I'm not a football mind. I never play football, whatever. But it's just, I don't know, man. I remember shout out my cousin Maya. I remember they used to get like pizza parties whenever their team injured somebody on the other team. Like,
damn.
Yeah, their coaches would be like, hey, y'all injured
somebody.
Y'all
for real.
Y'all get somebody, shout out to the little junior Chargers, Pee Wee Chargers and all that. Yeah, so like it doesn't have to be that way, but sometimes it has to be a little that way, if that makes sense. Like, you can't nicely play football. It just don't work. You can respectfully play football, but you can't nicely play football. Like the kids, like the other kids' towels is falling or the gloves is, oh, hey, here, you dropped it. I'm like, no. I'm like, dude,
that's okay.
But no, it's not. It's not. Y'all is at war right now. You need to be taking the head off. And it don't help.
This guy's never played any youth sports in his life.
Hey, it don't.
And he's over here saying the most.
Hey, when your team get knocked 50-7, something's got to change. And I'm sitting there like, bro, these coaches is passive. These kids look passive. The linemen look timid. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The craziest thing is that the kid, and well, it's some dogs on there that's big, but like one of the kids, is a dog, and he looked about 4'11". And I'm looking and I'm seeing he's tackling kids bigger than him. And he's in on a kickoff. He over there. He the only one that's not trying to arm tackle. Like he's just going straight up. And then they do that on kickoff. And then when it come to offensive defense, or I think defense, he plays safety, but offense, he not on the field like that. He played wide receiver every now and then, but he is short. So I guess why. But even then, bro, I'm like, I don't care if a player is physically more gifted. I'm looking at all the other players and they looking timid out there. They trying to dodge. I'm like, put number 4. I don't know. Put that kid back in, bro. Put the little kid back in because the little kid, he running into people. He running into dudes twice his size and he not tripping. I'm literally looking at the coaches pull him out of the offense and I'm like, why would you pull your only dog out of? I don't care if he's undersized. I'm like, you need that like kind of tenacity. And he's just on the sideline, just waiting for defense to play safety. And I'm just, oh man, they had my youth, right? The youth that I work with, who's like, I think he's like the best wide receiver at his age in our whole state. Like he's nuts. They had him playing quarterback. And I'm like, yeah, they do because y'all line don't got no protection. Your quarterback can't get time to throw. The quarterback's nice, but just no time to throw. So they not getting him the ball. They put him at quarterback. I'm like, bet, run an option or fake a pass and have him, just to have him scramble. Just give him the ball. Bro, they ran him in quarterback. They ran him at quarterback for like 6 plays, and each play was a handoff. I said, what?
Oh, my God.
I said, what are we? And each handoff got negative yards. I was like, bro. Dog, I'm sitting there like, your line sucks. Everything should be in shotgun. Practice that. Just throw it back 10 yards and just make something happen. Like it was.
Coach, you got a uniform? Give me some pads right now.
Straight up, bro.
Oh wow, get in there right now, Coach.
Bro, I was pissed, man. The last game I went to, I tried to call my cousin Mike, because he's like one of those football minds. He's like one of those football geniuses. I was trying to call him to tell him, hey, what is this defense doing that you would change so that it could be better? But it wasn't working. He was doing laundry. He's like, man, I can't. I'm folding clothes right now. Damn, man, we need you. Damn it, we need you right now, man. I can't do anything. I don't know what to do. Oh, yeah.
You gotta get up and leave. Go home. Stop subjecting yourself to this torture.
Nah, I told my youth though. As soon as he got out the field, I said, "Hey, brother, you 11th grade. You got 12. You 12th grade next year." He's like, "Yeah." You better transfer out of there. I said, "Hit the transfer portal, buddy. It's not working out right now." He looked at me and said, "Yeah, I might think about it." I said, "Yeah, get the hell up out of there. That ain't even." So yeah, I'm glad we didn't do the podcast after last night because I was pissed off when I got home. Like I was.
Oh, I wish we did. We should. I
was hot. I'm so glad I went and got Pokemon because I was hot, bro. I was hot. So, anyways, hey, we got one time before we gotta go. So let's see. We had a long catch up. Speaking of football, we'll stay on football. Y'all see Turning Point USA is coming up with their own halftime show.
Yeah.
Lance,
in response to Bad Bunny.
Yeah, is
Bad
that
Bunny's
real?
halftime show?
Is that real?
It is real.
It's real, right?
Yeah.
What do y'all
have they announced any acts?
That's what I was looking for.
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, Morgan.
Laura Trump is a singer. She offered to do the halftime show. Turning Point USA, I think this is their Twitter account, on October 9th, posted that huge announcement is true. Turning Point USA thrilled to announce the All-American halftime show. Performers and event details coming soon. Oh my gosh. The All-American halftime show because
they're gonna have
Bad Bunny's not because
American.
Puerto Rico's not American, apparently. I'm trying to go through here to find any names that they've already announced, but Americana, classic rock, country, hip hop, pop, and worship. Are you guys gonna? Which one are you guys gonna watch?
I don't know. I might need to make some room for the Turning Point USA.
Yeah,
so
I
it'd
think
be
I might
Morgan
turn on the
Wallen.
Turning Point so I can go to sleep. I think I might have to.
Yeah.
I might need a little nap. You know, all that boring.
Yeah.
Who y'all think is the line? There's no lineup yet.
Not that I'm seeing. Probably Kid Rock stuff, like people that are already really partnered
brother.
up with the president.
Yeah, they're gonna go. Yeah, they're gonna have those dudes for real. Morgan Wallen, Kid Rock. Who else?
Lee Greenwald.
Is that the guy?
Fuck is Lee?
I'm trying to remember.
Hey, you don't know Lee Greenwald? You don't know him?
He said Lee.
What's his name?
Lee Greenwald.
Lee Greenwald. What's his name?
Yeah.
What's his name? Lance?
Something like that.
That's the
God
guy.
bless the USA. God bless the USA.
No, Lee Greenwald. That's the guy.
Oh, Greenwood.
Greenwood. He the one that was battling Dumbledore in the
Yeah, bro. He looked like Ralph Fiennes.
Johnny
He looked
Depp.
like Voldemort.
Johnny Depp. That's Greenwald. Yeah. No. Well, who do y'all think is the lineup though? Like, what's y'all Turning Point USA
right there.
lineup?
Morgan Wallen, Kid Rock.
Is Morgan Wallen really MAGA like that?
He's super. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What you mean?
I mean, I know he like blew off SNL, but
yes, I think he is.
No, he didn't blow off it. No,
he said the N-word. Was he saying the N-word?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Who is an artist? Because I think we're all on the same page. I'm not gonna watch it, but who is an artist that if they got, you might have to grab the remote. Who y'all selling out for?
I'm trying to think.
Who are you pausing your morals for?
You're like a big time rapper or something.
I was gonna say Post
T-Pain?
Malone.
Post Malone.
T-Pain. Well, I don't.
Hey, if T-Pain's performing, I'm watching.
Yeah, for sure. But I just think that's too that's too far left. I think Post Malone is right there in that crowd, but not in there.
Let me find out what Lance is on there. And they got the apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
The whitest crowd.
Fascism for you and her. They said they got no lineup yet, so
they finna have the Hillsong choir.
Yeah.
Churchill, whatever the hell. They finna. Hey,
they'll probably have.
I ain't gonna lie. Kirk Franklin do New Nation Project. I'm tuning in. I'm there. I'm sorry.
Maybe the Common Kings.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I don't think I'm watching that though.
Oh,
I've watched the clips. I've watched the clips.
I think I would just because support, but like I don't think they
support for the Turning Point USA's
for Common Kings, but I don't think I'd tune in, but I would. Nah, but I was thinking of like Kanye West. They get Kanye West.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So amazing. He's definitely been in there.
That would
Fuentes
be tight,
and whatnot. They get Kanye West for the halftime show. It's like they won. They won that. They might get Taylor Swift.
No way.
Ooh.
What you mean no way? Have you heard her album?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, they don't no way till you listen to that new album.
I think her album is crappy, so she might have to go to the Turning Point halftime show.
No, I think her album is
very
purposely,
right-wing.
Yeah, purposely getting to that. You know what I'm saying?
Slanted for conservative listeners.
I mean,
what?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying.
I heard she talked about Travis Kelce's "Wood." That's the only
song. The whole song.
Yeah, that's.
She's talking about how it's inside her, and yeah, it's crazy.
Oh damn! Oh
yeah, she got real like teenage
mature,
teenage mature. Oh. Yeah, the very innuendos and whatnot. Yeah, but I'm not tuning in for Taylor Swift. No.
I'm tuning in for Kanye.
Kanye,
yeah, I'd watch
Kanye.
Kanye,
I would
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But they're trying to see, they're floating out Kid Rock, Jason Aldean, and Teddy Tritt. I don't know. Travis Tritt.
Oh,
Huh?
oh,
I thought you was about to say Teddy
oh,
Swims. I thought you was gonna say Teddy Swims. I was about to say, all right.
okay. Oh man, I'd watch a Teddy Swim show too, bro. I'd watch a Teddy Swim's Turning Point USA
Yeah,
show.
I might tune in on that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Hey, but just
He brings Giveon out.
Hey,
America.
Hey, but we can all agree. We can all agree the fact that they coming out with this American halftime show is kind of crazy, right? Like,
yeah.
everybody agrees that this is like quite obviously some Christian nationalist type of stuff, right? Like,
Sure.
I feel like we're kind of skipping over the egregiousness of this announcement because it seems common sense to say this is ridiculous. But I don't think everybody finds it as ridiculous as it actually is.
No.
Finds the halftime show?
Go through this.
Right? Like, no, just the idea of them saying, no, we need an American halftime show. Like,
yeah. The
if
fact that it's real,
that itself is
just
pissing me off.
Ridiculous, right?
Because it's, bro, like, you think America is just white. Like, you think America deserves to just be white English speakers that, you know, look this one way or vote this one way or whatever. When in reality, America has always been, since I was a kid, we've always been taught that America is a melting pot. We've always been taught this.
Yep.
We've always been, especially living in Sacramento, where I'm from. Sacramento at one point was the most diverse city in America. Like, we were like statistically the most diverse city in America, and I've seen it firsthand. Would you second air at?
In the in the 90s, Carson, California was also labeled the most diverse city in the country.
He's trying to piggyback off my statistics.
No, that's why I was like, was it the same census, or maybe it was 10 years later that more diverse people moved to Sacramento Carson?
This is why you're not a lawyer, because I said at one point in time, Sacramento was known as the most diverse city in America.
When you were growing up.
So there's different points in time where other cities are probably known as the most diverse city in America.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Time, we're not talking about Carson's time, okay? Carson got everything. Y'all got gangs. Y'all got swap meet. Okay, y'all got NWA was over there. Hey, y'all got No Kings Brother. Can we have something, please? Can we have something? Y'all got Flag Day. Damn it, Lance.
Y'all got the beam.
Just keep it quiet.
First Transcontinental Railroad. First Transcontinental Railroad.
Hey, there you
go. That's right.
Who built it?
Okay. Too far. Marcus built it.
I did. I beat you to it. Fuck. We're all racist here. We're all racist. Hey, we actually should just turn into the Turning Point USA show. No matter the line.
No.
Yo, I that's hella funny in history class, in Miss Moana's class, whenever we talked about the Transcontinental Railroad, every time they said Sacramento, I looked at Marcus like, hey. I did that like I built the road.
Yeah. Like, oh, we get it. First Transcontinental Railroad.
Anyways, before Lance messed up my beautiful feel that I was Lance, mute, Lance.
I didn't even say anything. I was just gonna not say anything.
You like airily grunted. It's
yeah.
You airily grunted.
You sucked an air at.
Yeah. What you sucking air at? I know you ain't sucking air over here. Anyways, like I said, at one point in time, Sacramento was the most diverse city in America. And coming up in the neighborhood that I did, coming up in the city that I did, I understand the importance of diversity. I've understood this. Like, we've had different communities. We've had the Mexican homies. We had the Asian homies. We got the black homies. We got the white homies. We got us. You know, and so everything that I grew up knowing has been like a little bit of everybody's culture. And it's been an enriching situation where, like, you know, I'm like, oh, we do it this way. And then you come and you go to school and then you're like, oh, they do it that way. Or you go to the homie's house and you're like, oh, they do it this way. And it's just an enlightening situation. And America is like, they was all white hundreds of years ago. That's not the case now.
Right.
You know, like that. So to have an all white whatever American show is like it's a slap in the face to the actual America that we live in. The actual it's not a correct reflection of the America that we live in. And if you want to go down the slot and see how many Spanish speaking Americans have led the Super Bowl halftime show as opposed to other races and other groups and other artists, you will see that their representation is very low for a language that's the second most spoken language in America. You know what I'm saying? So like for these people, like I just hope they understand for the people who like either on the fence or in the middle or whatever. Like really take a step back and look at this and just look at it. And I hope we can all agree that this is crazy that they see a Spanish speaker that's an American that, pays taxes and all that. They're like, no, that's not the America that we want represented. That is such a crazy take, and it should be looked at as such. I feel like a lot of people have stepped over the idea and just gone with, oh, who's on the show, or oh, the show's gonna suck, or oh, the show's gonna be better, or this is that. Bad Bunny said that you have 4 months to learn Spanish. Oh, we should before all that even happens, we should look at the Turning Point USA people and be like, why do you think this is not a representation of America? Like, what America do y'all see, envision, and want to amplify? Because that's not the America that most of us live in. We all, for the most part, most of us live in cities that are diverse, where we have different cultures, communities, and people. And so it should be reflected
They
as
don't
such.
live
Like,
there. They don't live there with us.
no,
They
they
don't live in those
do.
places.
They do. They just don't want to. They want to They
Mhm.
want to separate themselves. They want to
Mhm.
make America great again. When was America
Mhm.
great? Which aspects of America are y'all talking about? Y'all referring to? So like, I just hope people can really just at the bare minimum agree that we have an American performing at the halftime show, and we have these people saying that's not an American halftime show. What?
Mhm.
I was saying like what? So, anyways, yeah.
Uh,
Nah.
that naming it the All American halftime show
Yeah.
implies that the actual Super Bowl halftime show is un American.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it feels like they're trying to label everything anti Trump or anti this administration or stopping ICE or anything else that's happening as like, if you're against us, you're against America. You're a if you protest ICE, you're Antifa. If you question the president, even if you're a Republican, you're a rhino. You're not a real Republican.
Mm.
If you
Rhino's
try
a
to
term now?
question
Sorry.
rhino, RINO,
Mhm.
Republican in name only. That I feel like that's been going on for like the last
Oh.
8 years. Like all these rhinos, they're not really down with us. They're not like George Santos who always votes Republican, and that's something to be super proud of. Just towing party lines. If you fight back on any of the things that uh, the federal government is trying to do right now, you're being labeled as a terrorist or someone that's like uh, uh, a terrorist sympathizer or something like that. It's crazy that that's how it's being pitched. I'm worried that people are like, oh yeah, like whoever said Stephen Miller or Caroline Levitt from the White House is like, the Democratic Party is the party made up of Hamas sympathizers, domestic terrorists, stuff like that. So now it's like you're really messing up the way people are viewing other Americans, fellow Americans, because you're making them think that, oh, there's enemies. You're saying there's an enemy with from within. You're going to clean out this system. You're going to get all these Democrats out because they're the best. This is uh leading to divisiveness and fighting and trying to spark a war, trying to start riots and fights and stuff like that. But under the guise of this is to protect America, this is to make cities safe and stuff like that. It's crazy. I wanted to ask you guys on the Patreon this week. I'll save it for the Patreon, but like, what news sources you trust, or where you get your news from, or what you think would be helpful. I know you mentioned ground news that other time, but I'm gonna try to like put together a
I'll
list
be
of
reading.
different sites and stuff.
I'll read any article from any news source, but if it's
Yeah.
something that I either sounds too crazy to be real, I'll go and Google it, and I'll go
Mhm.
like I seen like one of my family members posted about Oregon, how they committed 1.5 billion to illegal immigrants, and they only committed 700 million to the police department. And I was like, that sounds kind of crazy. Like what?
Right,
So
right.
I went to go look it up, and it's like health, like Oregon Health Plan, OHP or something like that. So I looked it up, and I looked up their services, and the initial quote was 1.5 billion for illegal immigrants. I looked up their thing, and so they have a set amount of budgeting for all of these lists of people, but also there are services that they offer for undocumented citizens or non-citizens. And I was like, okay, so maybe that's where they're getting it from, but it's not the whole 1.5 billion. And also, the idea of a non-citizen is not always an undocumented immigrant. It could
Right. Maybe
be,
a legal alien. Yeah.
yeah, like
Mm,
people on green cards or
Yeah.
people on
Yeah.
study
Yeah.
visas or
Mhm.
people whatever.
yeah.
And then they're like, but there's still undocumented, but and people don't understand. And I'm gonna just speak on this because I read it. I looked up both sides and I looked up what's going on. The idea of undocumented citizens getting health care, right? They could definitely defraud the government by getting legal papers or legal, they could steal people's identity, whatever. But more often than not, people are referring to the idea that a hospital cannot turn down anybody that is in need of help.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is not that's not a negotiable thing. That's not policy. Or I mean, I guess it is policy, but it's not a negotiable policy. Like this is just, was it the Hippocratic Oath? Like this is something
Mhm.
that the hospitals have, and I think it's everywhere, not just in America. If somebody comes to you dying as a hospital, you have to take care of that person. And it doesn't matter if they have insurance, it doesn't matter if they're legal or legal, it doesn't matter if they have documents or not. If somebody comes to a hospital that is dying, the hospital is required to at least help that person live. If it goes beyond that though, there are different steps that they have to take, whether it be insurance or whatever. But that the whole thing about like these undocumented citizens getting health care, it's not a Democratic or Republican policy. It is like
A
damn near
medical
written in,
hospital
yeah,
thing.
it's
Mhm.
written in the code of doctors and nurses and health officials. Like if anyone comes to you dying, you have to, if you on a plane and somebody says, is there a doctor? You don't look at their, you just help. And that's exactly what it
Do
is.
they
That's
have
exactly,
insurance? Where's their
yeah,
insurance
Do,
card? I'll
do you
help
have
if
your
they have
insurance
their
card?
insurance.
yeah. Hey, I
Yeah.
know you fainted in the plane, but yeah, so it's just, it's a lot of misinformation out there, man. So I looked it up. It is 1.5
Misinformation.
billion in Oregon going, but it's so many different things under that umbrella. And also the whole undocumented non-citizens, that part falls into it. But if you really break it down, the 1.5 billion is not going to illegals only. And
Yeah. Right.
also they're like, why is the police only getting funded 700? Bro,
What?
check this out. When people ask to defund the police, they not saying to take the money and just throw it away or to just give everyone else a raise. Take that money and put it into enriching programs for the youth,
Yeah.
put it into enriching programs for the community, put it into mental health specialists so that you don't have to call 911. And I, rest in peace to those that I went to school with, who was having a mental breakdown. He had a hammer. The family called the cops in for help, and the cops came and they shot him and he died. Like you shouldn't have a cop who's not trained to
Right.
go deal with a mental health crisis
I
because,
remember we talked about this. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, no,
Mhm.
we, when we hear defund the police, we think of one thing. Oh, they don't want cops on the streets. Yeah, we don't, because the less cops on the streets means more money for other programs. And if you do programs when the kids are young, it's preventative more than cure. So you don't need more cops. You don't need more prisons. We need more schools. We need more basketball programs. We need more affordable, programs that kids can get food from, as
Yeah.
opposed, like, let's use some
Music
comments,
programs.
music program, anything,
Yes.
arts programs. Like this
Anything.
is
Hmm.
arts is so important because it keeps the kids off the streets. It gives the kids another outlet. It lets the kids know that you don't have to be bipping or you don't have to be stealing or you don't have to be doing this. Come here, get a meal after school, get some food security, all of that. Like it's such it's common sense that people just don't apply. And I'm just like, it pisses me off, man. It pisses me off. But like, you know what? We'll just keep screaming from the mountaintops and hopefully somebody can hear us. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's where we're at.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Turning point.
Sorry.
USA halftime show.
You're not tuning in.
No, it's okay. No.
No.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else, man. Do y'all have anything else?
No, I don't. What's up,
Lance? Looks like I cut him off. What happened, Lance?
No. Puerto Ricans are Americans. That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, I don't think they want to be. But
I'm
they
sorry.
are.
Wait, what? He's like, unfortunately, they're American.
Okay, yeah,
unfortunately for them,
you saved it real fast. There you go.
I feel like Puerto Ricans maybe look at the American whatever as Hawaiians do. Like Hawaiians don't want to be a part.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I ain't trying to be a part of that. So, yeah, but this is what it is. These are the cards that they was dealt. So yeah, Puerto Ricans are Americans. Deal with it. This is America. Don't catch you slipping though.
Yeah, I was thinking the same
this
shit.
This is America.
Yeah.
All right, man. Take us out, man. Take us out.
142. You freaking nerds. I'm tired of shit. Go far.
I can tell. We've missed your aura this episode. You gotta go farming.
I gotta go farming.
Yeah, far.
Go far.